Welcome to the Football Reporters, returning now for its third season. So the way this is going to work, we have a brand new microphone, so you'll be able to hear us more clearly now. And this season will be the last one here in Massachusetts, for me at least. So it'll be the last of this. The series will still go on.
Yeah.
But Chris, I don't think you'll be on the show as much.
I won't be on the show as much. Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna be quickly doing a preview for the NFL season in terms of the teams and the record. So we're just gonna go through each team. We're gonna say their record. Then we'll go from there. So let's start here. AFC in the East, the Buffalo Bills.
2-14.
Wow, you think they really suck? Huh?
Yeah, they're gonna be awful this year.
I'm gonna be a little bit more optimistic and go mediocre at 7-9. I like LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah.
They traded away Sammy Watkins.
Actually, I'll go 6-10.
Yeah, I was gonna say
6-10 seems more
like
realistic.
2-14. I think that's a little strange in that one. Dolphins.
10-6. I think that's gonna be the de facto best team in the division.
The second best team in the division. 8-8. I think that Jay Cutler will cost them a couple of games. And I don't believe in that secondary. Patriots.
14-2.
I agree on that one, 14-2. Teams does have holes, in particular in the offensive line. If one goes down, I don't know if anyone can replace him. And I have little faith in the front seven except for 3 people.
Yeah, front seven's pretty weak.
Yep. The Jets.
1-15.
They might not even win a game. And I think that one is like just stretching it a little bit. I don't think the Jets will win a single game. This roster is absolutely horrendous.
Oh, from top to bottom.
Like, your best receiver is Jermaine Kearse.
Yep. But to get Jermaine Kearse, you had to give away
Sheldon Richardson. So your best player is Muhammad Wilkerson.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
Will Wilkerson. That's basically
the guy who doesn't show up half the time.
I'll give 1-15 is pretty much the watermark. I am not entirely sure if they can make that one.
Yep.
They might lose. They may go 0-16 for all.
They might.
Ravens.
8-8.
8-8. I like the defense. I like the secondary a lot.
Yeah. That secondary is going to win them a lot of games too.
I think their offensive line, in particular Marcel Yanda, really good guard. Yeah. I don't think the quarterback. I don't think the running back. And Jeremy Mack, when they signed the offseason, who was consistently injured.
Also.
He's consistently injured.
Yeah. You don't know what you get with Mike Wallace from week in to week out.
And they're guaranteed to have 8 players on IR by the end.
Yeah. I think they already have like 8 or 9 players already.
The Bengals. Oh, I didn't get my record. 8-8. Yeah.
7-9 for the Bengals.
I'm gonna go 9-7. I like AJ Green.
Yeah, I love it. AJ Green's incredible.
Vontaze Burfict is an absolute thug. He's gonna be out for 5 games because he's been suspended.
Cut down now to 3.
The defensive line is older. The offensive line is trash.
Oh yeah,
it's absolute trash.
They lost 2 of the better combos in the league in tackle and guard and Andrew Whitworth and Kevin Zeitler.
Yep, I think they'll go. Yeah, I think they'll go 9-7 and challenge for a playoff spot. Browns.
4-12.
I actually do like what they did in the offseason.
I do. I loved what they did. Their draft was incredible.
Yep, Myles Garrett and Jabal Peppers in the first round.
Got Peppers. They got Deshaun Kaiser. They got David Njoku. Yep. I mean, they had a fantastic draft.
Yep.
That team could surprise a lot of people. I mean, 4 wins for them is
a high watermark.
It's high, but I think it can happen.
I think they can win 4. Pittsburgh.
12-4.
10-6. I know they got Joe Hayden, but
yeah,
if you take a look at Joe Hayden's last couple of years, they're not great.
They're not great.
All.
Yeah,
So I don't know if he can prove himself again, and I think they'll go 10-6. They'll make it to the AFC title game, and they get bitched out by the Patriots again.
Yeah.
Houston.
9-7.
9-7.
9-7 solely the fact that defense is so good.
Yep, it is. I also like DeAndre Hopkins and Lamar Miller.
He actually has a reason to play now because he has a contract.
Yeah.
He got signed. He's the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL right now.
How long do you give it for Deshaun Watson to start quarterback?
I'd say pretty soon. I'd say probably week 5.
Yeah.
4 or 5. Like, I don't think they're... I mean, they like Tom Savage, but Tom Savage is not like a starting quarterback.
No, he's not.
On a good team.
I think he's a placeholder, like what Mike Glennon is in Chicago. I think he's a placeholder.
He's a placeholder, definitely. Definitely.
For the rookie. I think 9-7, 10-6. I think this division is going to be really close at the top.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's really going to come down to those 2 divisional matchups with Tennessee, which I'll get to in terms of a team that I really like. Indianapolis.
8-8. That's very generous for me.
8-8. Yeah, because it's the Andrew Luck show, and there's not much. There's not much really there.
They got a nice young quarterback I think they developed too, and
Jacoby Brissett. But Scott Tolzien's the one that's
starting. If they had traded for him like a week before, I probably would have said there's about a 70% chance he probably would have started in that game. But since he got traded so close to the beginning of the regular season,
I think the Pats were going to cut him. To be fully honest, I think the Pats were supposed to going to cut him, and they were going to cut towards that. So they said, we'll just trade him.
Yeah.
And I look at Indianapolis and I say they did the right thing. They fired the GM.
Yeah, they fired that GM.
I think he should be arrested for absolutely robbing a team because you have Andrew Luck, who is probably the best quarterback prospect to come out of college football ranks since what? Since Michael Vick?
Michael Vick, probably. Yeah, that's it. Probably Michael Vick. Michael Vick, and if you want to go for hype, like Vince Young too, also for hype,
or Peyton in '98.
Yep.
It's just you do nothing with them. They've gone a lot of.
This is where Ryan Grigson was a huge fuck up.
Yep.
You have your franchise talent.
Yep.
Who in a lot of ways is Peyton Manning. If you think of it like they got the same like arm strength.
I see more John Elway.
But he's like a little bit more of a runner. He's quicker than Peyton was. But John Elway, another great comparison.
Yep.
I see a lot of like both of them in Andrew Luck. He's a supreme talent.
Yep.
No offensive line.
No.
One cornerback.
Yep. And he's hurt.
And maybe one safety.
And he's hurt most of the time.
Yeah. Vontae Davis.
Front seven's atrocious. And what running back?
Exactly.
Who's he handing it off to?
Old man.
Yep.
Frank Gore.
8-8 is really the high water mark. Yeah. Jacksonville. A team with a ton of talent.
They had what they did in the offseason as far as free agency goes again.
Calais Campbell.
Massive spenders again.
Yep. Calais Campbell, A.J. Boye. They drafted Leonard Fournette.
Yep. That was kind of like a no-brainer pick there for them.
Yep. I think their offensive line is terrible.
They got some nice pieces on that line. I mean, they drafted Cam Robinson.
Yep.
He's really good.
They've just someone please get. We need to start a petition to get Allen Robinson at Jacksonville and actually on our real team. And Blake Bortles, whose confidence is absolutely shattered.
Shattered.
It stands no chance.
Shattered. 8-8 again. I'd say 8-8 again. 8-8 or 6-10.
5-12. I think I just screwed that up. I just gave him an extra game to lose. I gave him an extra game to lose. 5-11. To be fair. Yeah. Tennessee. It's a team I really like. Tennessee.
The way this team's like constituted, it's beautifully constituted.
Yep.
It's an
old-fashioned ground and pound team.
Exactly. Yeah. You got your 2 big boys in the backfield.
Yep. Derrick Henry and
Henry and Murray. They drafted a guy who's going to be a stud. Corey Davis, right? They drafted.
Yep.
Going to be an absolute stud with Mariota. Someone that they can use also as kind of like the 1 and 2, like to build that team around.
They got Eric Decker. They signed him in offseason as well. Though he's a little bit older, but
he's a little bit older. He's still productive.
Yep.
Still very. He can easily have 1,000 yards this year.
I mean, I still have questions in their secondary.
I do. The secondary is very
young.
Very young. I mean, they went for the home run and they signed Logan Ryan to big money. Got 10 a year for over 3. But it's only 3 years.
Yep.
So if he's not like what he was in New England, it's only 3 years. So it's not like it's a killer of a contract. It's not like it's like an AJ Boye type contract where you got top dollar.
I think the team might go 11-5 to 4. In my opinion, I think they're gonna be that good.
I'd probably say 12-4.
And I think they'll win the division.
It's solely going to be on that offensive line. Offensive line's great.
It is.
Along with that quarterback, the two back system, and the wide receivers.
The two-headed monster in the backfield.
Like that team went from being laughable to being like borderline great in like a couple of years.
I do question the coach, and I do question the secondary.
I do question the coach. That's
the killer of the deal.
But it's worked though. Malarkey has worked so far in Tennessee. The players love him. He's there for the long run.
Denver. Great defense. That defense is still.
I mean, they did lose.
They did lose Ward. Yeah, they did cut him.
They did cut Ward.
They
use a young guy who they say is really good.
It's still Talib and it's still Harris, and we're ranked 1 and 2 respectively for Focus. And you still got Von Miller, who's an absolute monster.
I go 10-6. I mean, there's still going to be questions at the quarterback position, regardless of the year, and it's going to cost them games too.
I think there's questions on that, in particular the offensive line. Yeah. That line play was terrible last year. Like, I don't care who you are, you're not going to win it behind that line.
Oh yeah,
but you still have two good weapons, Emmanuel Sanders and Marius Thomas.
Yep.
So I just want to see if that line can gel back together again. Kansas City.
You didn't give your
10-6. Yeah, 9-7, 10-6.
Yeah, like that. Solely on the defense, they could win 10 or 9 or 10 games. There's going to be a lot of games where Simeon or Lynch or Osweiler are going to cost them games.
Pretty much. Kansas City. Stay the course.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to... I said probably 11-6.
You did what I did, 11-5. You mean?
Yeah.
11-5.
Yeah, I don't see them getting 12 or 13 wins.
I think that they definitely are the model of consistency. Like, besides the Patriots, the model of consistency. I think they'll go 11-5. I still think they win this division because until Derek Carr beats Kansas City,
that's been a point of struggle for him.
He's 1-5 in his career. Yeah. I just want 0-3.
And he's got a good team finally, but we'll get to that.
Yep, 0-3 in Kansas City. Yeah. Until he beats them, I will not take over this division. But I will say 11-5. I still like the defense. Marcus Peters, Eric Berry, Derek Johnson, and Justin Houston just beast on offense. Alex Smith is only so far you can take.
And once Tamba Ali comes off the pop list too, also.
Yep. Los Angeles. I almost said San Diego. the Chargers.
Los Angeles Superchargers.
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Doesn't have the same ring to it. It's weird. It's a very, very weird time period that they're going through right now.
Yep.
The San Diegans hate them. So
yep, and you know what LA's...
You managed to piss off an entire fan.
You know what LA's big fans of, right? The Raiders, because they were there first.
The Rams, too, also.
Yep. They have more fan bases than, say, the Chargers do. They do have potential to be good.
They do have potential to be a very, very good team, if healthy.
Yeah. The offensive line, maybe a point of emphasis.
Yeah.
But they still have Melvin Gordon, who... I'm sorry, he burned you last year.
Erupted last year.
They still have Keenan Allen, who... He's coming back this year, right?
Yes. Yeah, he's back.
Mike Williams, who ended up on IR immediately, and Joey Bosa.
Actually, I don't think he's on...
They took him off.
I don't think he's on IR. It's just that they're waiting at the process.
Yep.
Same thing with Corey Davis, too. They're both, hurt at the moment.
Yep.
But they're not in IR. So.
The team is basically 3 people.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers, Joey Bosa, and Cameron Hayward. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cornerback there. That's just...
Yeah, Cameron Hayward, yeah.
I know. Monster.
Yeah, and Melvin Gordon too. Also.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon too. I think this team.
Their cornerbacks are pretty good too. Jason Verrett.
Jason Verrett. That's who I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I think this team will go. They lost a lot of close games.
They did. I say they regroup. I think
9-7.
9-7 for me. 10-6.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of people are saying that's a sleeper team in that conference.
Yep. If
healthy, they could not easily win the division, but they could challenge.
They can challenge. They can definitely get a wild card.
Yeah, they could definitely get a wild card if they're 100% healthy.
Okay, the Raiders.
12-4.
10-6. I think they're due for regression, but it's okay. The secondary in particular. It's still just boy. It's they won again. They're a team that won a lot. They're down to the Chargers.
Yeah,
they won. They won 8 games that are decided by 3 points or less.
Yeah.
So that could easily swing the other way.
Could flip to the Chargers next year.
Yep.
Those upcoming seasons. Yeah.
But I do look at Raiders, particularly the offense. Marshawn Lynch, the offensive line, Amari Cooper, Michael Crabtree, and Derek Carr. That offense is going to be spectacular.
Oh, they're going to light the scoreboards up.
And then on the other side, you have Khalil Mack and Bruce Irvin.
Yep. Bruce Irvin and Emerson's still pretty good, but Sean Smith really hasn't.
I seriously have questions on the secondary.
The safety play is not bad either.
Yep, and it's
Nelson and Carl Joseph.
Yep, I'll say 10-6, and they get the first wild card. Again, it really depends on how they play against Kansas City.
It does really depend on how they play against Kansas City because that's such a crucial. Those are such crucial games to play because, like it showed last year, it hurt them in the standings.
Yeah, because they lost the first place lead after Derek Carr broke his leg.
Yeah. Nothing. You can't really.
No, you can't.
That's fucking bad luck.
Yep. So my playoff picture would be the Patriots would be the number 1 seed. The Titans, the Chiefs, the Steelers, Oakland, and
the Chargers, right?
And San Diego.
Yeah,
it's Los Angeles. God damn it! I'm gonna be doing that all year.
I know I am too.
All right, you and yours is what? The Pats, the Raiders.
Pats, Steelers, Raiders, Chiefs. I don't even fucking know who else.
Tennessee
I go Tennessee.
Yep.
And then the Chargers.
Okay, so there you go. NFC.
That's tough to choose after the first 3.
Yep. Yeah, I do think San Diego will make the playoff spot. It's either San Diego. It's gonna be either San Diego, Houston, or Denver.
Yeah.
And I think San Diego's the best bunch. All right, now it's up for the NFC. The Dallas Cowboys.
11-5.
I think go 10-6. I think that 6-game suspension is going to affect Zeke a lot.
Yeah.
And
right now, as of this moment, it's upheld.
Yeah.
So he's going to play week 1, but
he won't. But he will be suspended next.
Yeah.
So let's see here. I'm just gonna. We'll wait till we preview the games to talk about that. But
yeah,
I still think after a year of having tape on Dak Prescott, I think teams are going to be more prepared for him.
Oh yeah.
The offensive line's still
first
great.
I thought it was going to be Tony Romo. And then I thought it was going to be Kellen Moore. They have tape on both those guys.
Yeah.
Didn't have any sort of professional football tape on Dak Prescott. Now you have 16 games to sort through.
Yep. I think the team will probably go... Yeah, 10-6. I think 10-6. Giants.
9-7.
12-4. Reasons for that, I think the defense, Snacks Harrison, J.C. Pierre-Paul, Lydell Collins, who might have won Defensive Player of the Year, and Janoris Jenkins and Olivier Vernon. Those are 5 big defensive studs. Offensive side of the ball, they got Odell Beckham, as we know. Brandon Marshall in the offseason, and Sterling Shepard, I think, is a really good receiver.
Actually, no, I do agree with 12-4.
Yeah.
A little bit of an explanation here. Yeah.
I will say though,
12-4. That's what they did. They added Marshall.
Yep.
And that's also going to take a lot of the burden off of Odell. Because it's he's been doubled a lot.
Yep.
You can't double both those guys.
Nope. So I'll take them at 12-4. The offensive line's still a concern.
Offensive line's concerned. Running back too, also.
Yeah.
But they filled the majority of their holes that they've had in the past.
Philly.
God, I don't even know what to 6-10.
10-6. I think 10-6.
I don't think that defense is good at all whatsoever.
Except for Fletcher Cox. I will agree that the secondary has got problems, but
massive problems.
I think that Fletcher Cox is going to be. Well, he's one of the best defensive tackles.
Oh yeah, hands down.
And I think Carson Wentz will progress, and I think they'll win. Yeah. I think they'll win a lot of close games. I think. Who are they getting in the offseason again? They traded Jordan Matthews, right?
Yeah, they traded Matthews for Ronald Darby. The corner.
All right.
Yeah.
So they lost the number 1 receiver, and they still have Nelson Agafale. He is a flop. I think they might go 10-6 in a very competitive conference. Now the Washington Redskins are an absolute clown show.
A clown show.
They lost Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson. I think the same guy goes 6-10.
6-10, yeah.
And Kirk Cousins will walk.
Kirk Cousins will walk. Yeah, it doesn't matter what he does this year.
Bears, 2-14.
2-14.
Yeah, sorry.
2-14.
There's really only two pieces of talent on this team.
Yeah,
and that's Jordan Hayward. Is that his name?
Hayward, yeah.
And Hakeem Hicks.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, there is nothing. There's absolutely nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it. Jordan Howard.
That's about it.
Yeah.
2-14. And I'm sorry, Bears fans, but you are rebuilding.
They've been rebuilding.
Yeah. Detroit. The one-man show. The Matt Stafford show.
8-8.
Yeah, 8-8. Yeah, I agree, 8-8. The Green Bay Packers.
10-6.
10-6. Okay, I agree with that. 10-6. Vikings. 11-5. If everything stays healthy. Unlike last season.
9-7.
Really?
Yeah.
I look at that defense. I think that defense is great. I still have questions about Teddy Bridgewater when he comes back and how good he's going to be. But they have good weapons. Yeah. Stephon Diggs, Kyle Rudolph, and I'm interested to see what happens with Latavius Murray now there. But I think they'll go 11-5.
I think when he comes back, he's going to be more of a pocket quarterback. Yeah. I don't think he's going to have the mobility.
I think it's going to come down to that last game against
that division game.
Yeah.
I mean, don't they play one of their division?
I think the Vikings faced the Packers last game of the season. No, they don't. They face Chicago.
Okay, I guess.
Hey, all right, never mind that. So I think it's going to come down to a game between Packers and the Vikings.
It's going to definitely be a divisional game now.
Yep. Okay, Falcons. 8-8. This stinks. 8-8 to me. I know they got a ton of offensive.
9-7.
But doesn't that just kind of a thing that they're just gonna, they're just gonna regress? Carolina, fraud lineup. 6-10. That secondary is terrible. But hey, Bowinger, sucks. Speaking of sucking defenses, New Orleans, 7-9, 8-8.
I go 7-9.
Tampa
honestly, Drew Brees is going to win 7 games.
Tampa Bay, 10-6. I think 10-6.
11-5.
You really do like the Bucs, huh?
I like the way they're constituted.
Famous Jameis.
I love Jameis Winston.
And then you got Mike Evans.
Love him. Mike Evans beast. Deshaun Jackson.
Then you got not to mention they signed T.J. Ward and they also have Brett Grimes on the team.
Brett Grimes too, and
Gerald
and
McCoy.
Also the mainstay Gerald McCoy. I love him. They picked up Chris Baker too from the Redskins too.
Yep.
Big fucking defensive tackle. If you watch Hard Knocks, funniest fucking guy in that show, hands down.
I'll have them go 10-6. I think they're a team on the rise, and I think they'll snatch the division.
It'll be a fun team to watch.
Yep. Cardinals, a team that very disappointed me last year.
Despair. They're nowhere near what they were a few years ago.
I think they'll go 9-7. David Johnson's a beast.
9-7.
David Johnson's the beast. Defense is great. Carson Palmer can't hang anymore. It feels like, and not to mention Larry Fitzgerald. I love Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald's one of my favorite players, but he's 35.
Yeah, he's old.
It's gonna.
They did lose Jefferson though to the Ravens.
Yep.
That's a huge loss.
Rams.
5-11.
They finally got a weapon.
Yep, they got Sammy Watkins, but also too they lost a weapon too.
Yep.
Or losing currently because Aaron Donald is holding out. It doesn't look like he's going to be playing in Week 1.
I'll take
a very slim chance. I give it a 3% chance he plays.
I'm going to give him 6 wins. They played a division tough, and they've got to be better than last year.
For some odd reason, they played the Seahawks really good.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, they beat the Seahawks.
The Niners.
2-14.
Well, I'm going with 4-12. I'm going to give it a couple wins. I like their off-season moves.
Again, too.
But their defense.
If you go back and if you go back and look at the draft ratings, the Browns and the 49ers got.
Yeah, they did pretty well.
They got the highest scores.
Good for them. Good for San Diego. Not for J.J. Watt. Go fuck himself. But for the Niners fans, I feel a lot better for. But 4-12 at the best, and this is definitely a rebuilding process.
Simply, it's going to pay off in the end. Same thing with the Browns too.
Yep.
It's going to pay off in the end because eventually, all these young guys that you develop, they're going to be really good players.
Seattle.
12-4.
13-3. The addition to Sheldon Richardson and Michael Bennett.
I agree with that. 13-3.
That defensive front is massive. That raised them. That put them.
That made a scarier team even scarier.
Yep. I will say though, the biggest Achilles heel on this team is the offensive line. They were, according to Pro Football Focus, they were the worst ranked offensive line, and they lost their starting left tackle.
Yeah.
So that's a huge concern.
That's a huge concern, but at the same time, it really wasn't a factor in in them making the playoffs.
Yep.
I mean, it's a factor definitely, but it's not like. Yep. I mean, they held up. I mean, they still went pretty far. They went
second round.
Second round.
Division round against the Falcons. Where they lost Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas. So you don't know if he's going to retire or not. Now he's playing.
He's playing. So it's Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, Michael Bennett, Sheldon Richardson, Bobby Wagner.
KJ Wright too.
Yep.
Earl
That's
Thomas,
no.
Fuck man, Cam Chancellor.
I just gave you the people that are either number 1 or number 2 in their position respectively. That defense.
Their second cornerback spot's definitely a little bit weak with Jeremy Lane there.
Yeah, but
at the same time, Jeremy Lane's still a serviceable starting corner.
If Sheldon Richardson keeps his head on straight, oh man,
he's playing for a contract.
That's a big 1-2 punch.
Yep.
Michael Bennett. Bennett's the best defensive tackle in the league. Sheldon Richardson might be talent-wise is the best. It's one of those things it's just gonna be really fun to watch, and I'm scared to death of them to get.
Oh yeah, that's a scary ass team.
So I think they'll get home field. So they're my number 1 seed, followed by the Giants at number 2. I have the Vikings at 3, the Buccaneers at 4. That's for my 2 wild cards. I'll have the Cowboys and Philadelphia.
I kind of agree with that.
There, awesome. So all right, great. Now let's get to what people really want to see: the predictions.
Yep.
Our pickings here. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can breathe because football is back
officially
tomorrow
night.
For everybody who loves football, tune in 8:30 Eastern Standard Time for us on the East Coast.
NBC, where we get to see the band raising the Patriots, much to the chagrin of everybody else.
It's I get giddily happy every time this year comes around.
Yep.
Because it's you're stuck.
Yep.
If you don't like baseball, what do? Because you get nothing.
Despite that,
you have nothing. There's no football. There's no football until mid-August.
Yep. Even then,
no hockey, no basketball. You got 3 of the powerhouse sports
gone.
Are off until August is when football comes back for preseason and training camp.
Even then, it's is it really worth watching? I'm going to spend my time watching the 4th preseason game where I get to see Austin Carr go up against whoever the hell the Giants had. Geno Smith.
Yeah.
I get to see him play.
It's football. Now it's for real.
Okay, here we go.
Now the 53s are out.
Pats and the Chiefs.
Pats.
Patriots.
All the way. All the fucking way.
Oakland, Tennessee.
It's going to do this to me early on, isn't it?
I'm taking
both those teams.
I'm taking the Titans at home.
I go with Oakland. I like both those teams, too.
Baltimore and Cincinnati. I will take the Bengals at home.
Division rivals. They hate each other.
Yep.
Should be a really smash mouth type game. But I'm going to take the home team. I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Yep. Philadelphia, Washington. I'm going to take the Eagles.
Take the Eagles on the road. I don't think Washington sucks.
Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
Pittsburgh.
Give me the Steelers.
Give me the Steelers in that one.
Jacksonville, Houston. Give me Houston.
Take Jacksonville.
All right, so that game's not happening.
Yeah, that week 11, I think that got moved up to Tampa and Miami.
Atlanta, Chicago. Give me Atlanta.
Give me Atlanta. Chicago's pitiful.
Jets and Bills.
Oh wow, that's week 1.
Bills, by the way, are a 9.5 point favorite.
I'm gonna go with the Bills because of just
the Jets are so pitiful.
The talent on that team is
so
a little bit better.
A little.
I'm talking about LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah.
LaShawn McCoy is better than everyone else on that team.
Arizona, Detroit.
Detroit sucks.
I'm going to take the Lions in an upset. Okay, Indy and Rams.
I'm going to go with the Rams because there's no Andrew Luck.
Yeah, I'll take the Rams too. Scott, if Andrew Luck was starting, I would think about taking the Colts, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I still would take the Rams. All right, Packers and Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Seahawks
all the way.
Carolina and the Niners. I'll take Carolina on the road.
Carolina.
Giants and Cowboys. I'm taking the Giants, even though Zeke Elliott's playing that game.
Yeah, I'll take the Giants too.
New Orleans, Minnesota.
I'm gonna go.
This is actually going to be a game between great offense against great defense.
So I'm gonna go with New Orleans in the upset in this one because I feel like Drew Brees is gonna fucking light the.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings at home, mainly because that defense is it's monsters. It's really goddamn good. And LA and Denver, final games.
Denver. That's just in Denver.
I'll take Denver as well. Week 1 at home. All right, now time for the Fantasy 5. So we'll just do it right here. Rock, paper, scissors, determine who goes first. Shit. Okay, I'll go first. So if you guys don't remember, it goes, so you got to pick quarterback, running back, receiver / tight end, and defense. So really Fantasy 4.
Yeah, Fantasy 4, but yeah.
Okay, so for quarterback, let's see here. It's a good matchup for me. I'm going to take Big Ben against Cleveland.
Big Ben against Cleveland. Yeah, that's a good match. I still am going to go with Tom Brady against KC.
Okay.
That's my limit right there. I'm going to pick one Patriot. I can't take it.
Running back, I'm going to take Todd Gurley against the Indianapolis Colts.
I'm going to go Le'Veon Bell against Cleveland.
Okay.
Even though he hasn't played at all, I still feel like he could still dominate that team.
Receivers, I don't want to go with the obvious choice.
Yeah.
I never do. Because then it's like, it's too.
Yeah. Obviously, you know what the obvious be Antonio Brown against Cleveland.
I was gonna say Julio Jones against the Bears.
Or Antonio against Cleveland, dude.
Yep.
I don't want to take that matchup.
I'll take Amari Cooper against the Titans. Yeah.
Kelvin Benjamin against San Francisco.
All right. And finally, the defense. Defensively. I'm going to take the Pats against the Chiefs.
I'm going to go Seahawks against Green Bay. I feel like the Seahawks can dominate that team.
Yep. All right, so this should be fun. Football's back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a brand new microphone.
Lee.
Given us by the gracious Owen Finch.
The Owen Finch.
So, which reminds me, as he moves the microphone.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Blue smart. Yeah, if you wondered why we sound so great in this, that's the reason why.
We have a microphone now. It's not even using. We're upping our production quality.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Pretty soon we're gonna have like a green screen.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like the entire production up. So given us so by the gracious Owen Finch. So speaking of that, let's go through our plugs here. So watch Wrestling Fortune 44, CM Brothers, and Owen the Talkinator. So
we'll both be on Wrestling Fortune 44.
Exactly.
In case if you didn't know, we've been doing this for like how many times have we done these plugs now?
For 3 years? 2.5?
Probably should know now.
Yeah, the links will be in the description just to see this whole stuff. Subscribe to my channel, John Teddy, where I will be doing game reviews of all Boston Celtic and Boston Bruins games. Or one of the Red Sox, and I don't have time to sit through 160.
Yeah.
Sorry. And Patriots are going to be here, obviously.
Yeah.
And, that's pretty much, I think that's all the plugs, right?
Yep, all the plugs were plugged up.
Oh, wait. We got to do one more because if he returned here, he's doing the logo for the show. Jay Hebert Side 95.
Yeah.
You'll see the Wrestling Roundtable, custom Titantrons for WWE, and various other topics that he goes over, including singing over real songs. So there you go, James. I plugged you.
We plugged it.
Yep.
If you watch this, I don't know if you're going to watch it.
Yep.
Fuck it, who cares? We're not going to tell them anyway that we plugged them.
Yeah, alright, so enjoy your football, everybody.